What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I am back in the building, honey. Oh my God. I am going to have a special talk with my daughter when she gets out of school, this child, and rearrange my damn computer. I'm about ready. Child, I'm so upset with her. I'm about ready to go up to that school, pull her out of school, and be like, girl, what was you doing with my damn computer? Got all these other screens on it. Now I have to restart it. And now I can't get to the T. The people want to know the T. So, you guys, y'all bear with me. I'm trying to get everything organized. So let's get on with this Married to Medicine Season 7 Reunion Part 3. Let's get on with that. So, starting out, Simone and Heavenly, they make up. What do I think about that? Simone is full of shit, and Simone, in my opinion, is coming off unlikable. And here's why. She set up on that stage and basically tried to control her best friend and say, well, why would you choose to be her friend? And, I've been your best friend for years. And I think Jackie's event she had for her book, Heavenly had put the event together, and Simone got all bitchy with Heavenly behind the scenes about that. They didn't show that. And see, that's what the hell they could have showed instead of all this shit with Buffy and, all this victim shit with her. That's what they really could have went into, because I would have been more interested in the storyline of Jackie and Simone growing apart and then maybe getting closer, later on at the reunion. I could have dealt with that. I felt like that would have been more real, more genuine. But that bullshit with Buffy, where you had a whole bunch of motherfuckers that hate Jackie, they don't like Jackie. Because a lot of people look at Jackie as, well, Jackie thinks she's better than everybody, and Jackie is too good to be corrected. No. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like Buffy has issues with not being able to have a child, and that is nobody's fault. It's not her fault. It's not the other lady's fault. You have to go to counseling, therapy, whatever, church, whatever helps you and get past those issues. You had known, Buffy, you were infertile for quite some time. So for Jackie to say that, and then Mariah gets all up in your damn ear, and she meant that in a funny way, and she did that, and and Mariah got involved, Mariah and Lake, because they don't like Jackie. That's that bullshit, so they got that shit cooked up, and Buffy ran with that, and I look at her sideways. Now, her and Jackie have made up, that's cool, but at the same time, when you do shit like that, I look at you differently, and, I may not like you next season. I may not. But as of right now, I don't really care for Buffy. I don't like people that feel bad about their life, because I actually had it happen with me, where I was telling a friend something in all honesty, and she's so hurt and devastated over whatever is going on in her life. She can't even hear what I'm saying. She's being irrational and unreasonable and illogical and, all in her feelings. Like, girl, that's too much for me to deal with. You have to deal with that and process that. So I hope that Buffy goes to therapy for that situation. But this shit with Simone and Heavenly and Simone, I will drag Damon's ass in the middle of our beef, and he been out drunk with Cecil, and why do y'all keep coming for Damon? Damon don't bother nobody on this show. Any beef you have, keep that shit with Heavenly. Okay? Keep it a buck. Keep that shit with Heavenly. I'm sick of that shit. The rest of these men are kind of petty to me. Aiden is petty as hell for how he tries to come at Quad. I don't like that. You are a fucking man. And your fucking wife used to be cool with Quad. Let them go at it. Those are two women. You stay out of that. I don't care if that is your wife. You stay out of that. So yeah, when he gets to trying to act all hard with Quad, and he does that shit because she doesn't have a husband on stage to have her back. Okay? So, anyways, Simone and Heavenly, they end up making up. At first, I thought they was gonna fight, honey, but then, they end up rolling around on the ground. I thought, it was gonna be a problem, but Simone just kept saying to Heavenly, she kept saying, oh, well, you knew that I wanted him to get a job, and that wasn't for you to tell everybody. And Simone, shut up. We already knew you was sick of the man being out of a damn job. We all knew that. I mean, it is what it is. You guys are on a reality show, okay? It's your reality. Why are you so upset? Your husband should not have been tweeting Heavenly, saying funny ass shit to her, like trying to, you can't poke the bear, and then when the bear goes off on you, you like, oh, well, where'd that come from? Why'd she say that? Like, stop starting shit with people, especially people like Heavenly. Heavenly don't play. I think that, Heavenly said on her YouTube channel, did y'all see her little Married to Medicine review with Funky Dineva? I thought that was cute, and I thought that they both did a really good job. But I believe she told Funky Dineva that her and Simone, yeah, they made up at the reunion, but they still really have not talked. So I think that this may be another storyline for next season. That's what I'm thinking. Quad began humping Simone and Heavenly when they had, made up, worked their situation out. I thought that was so funny. They asked Quad about that. She was like, honey, I ain't got none in a long time, so I needed to hump something. I heard that, girl. So Andy pretty much got on Simone because he was like, didn't you just tell Jackie that you would never forgive Heavenly and this, that, and the third? And see, Simone, you guys, she get too much in her feelings. All that screaming and yelling. She just get so much into her feelings to where she can only see her point of view. And of all the ladies, to me, she's the only one that, like, does that. Yes, all the other ladies have their quirks about them, but I don't see everybody else, like, internalizing everything the way that Simone does. And it's just very annoying, but she's erratic. She's irrational. She doesn't really have a real reason to be mad at Heavenly. She's not just mad at Heavenly because of what was said about Cecil. She is mad that Jackie and Heavenly do more business stuff together. They hang out more. She's jealous of that friendship. I can tell from the other parts of the reunion that that's what her beef is. So, Simone, you full of shit. And then she goes say, oh, well, I'm not petty. Girl, you are petty, boo. Shut your ass up. And it's not going to be instant. It's not going to be overnight. We're going to have to baby step it, like she's doing Heavenly a favor. Girl, bye. Heavenly should be looking at you, giving you the side eye. And I think she did. Because I think Heavenly is like, you know what? I can kind of take or leave you, Simone, because you full of shit. We already know what you're really mad at. Okay? Let's talk about the situation with Curtis and Jackie where he said, well, you are on the caution light, which is the yellow light, because she was beginning to work too much and get too busy and this, that, and the third. And he was beginning to feel alone, and he was beginning to, just feel some type of way. And I'm not mad at Curtis for feeling like that. I think, when a lot of people review these shows, sometimes these people are single, you guys, and they are not in a relationship. I'm not dogging anybody out that's single. I done been there my damn self. There's nothing wrong with being single. Sometimes being single is the best thing. Okay, it really is. It may be the healthiest option for you. But what I'm saying is, I hear a lot of people in their reviews saying, who the hell is Curtis? Curtis need to shut up. And he cheated. Yes, he cheated. He did Jackie wrong. And it was messed up what Curtis did, because Jackie didn't deserve that. She really didn't. But at the same time, you guys, he is in a relationship with her. And if he is starting to see certain patterns of behavior returning, and, it's kind of like, okay, this is, what made us grow apart in the first place. He's okay to say something about that. This is his relationship with Jackie, not anybody else's. And I think it's pretty unreasonable And it is unrealistic for people to think that he should just become her little yes man because he cheated. No, if he sees things are veering off on the wrong path, to me, by all means, he has every right to say something. Period. It's only fair. Andy asks, Simone and Cecil, what has made them, be together for so long and what made them turn their relationship around. And Simone basically credited, the friends of the cast and how everybody was pushing and pulling for them to work their relationship out. And I thought that was a perfect answer because everybody did that on that reunion. What was that? Last year, the year before? I forgot, but yeah, that was pretty cool. Everybody wanted these two to work out their relationship. You could tell that Cecil never wanted the divorce and, he was willing to do what it took. And Simone was really, to me, the more stubborn one. She tried to say it was both of them, but I think it was more or less her. And yeah, they're on a better path. So I'm happy for them. So Andy gets on Mariah's ass about talking about Quad during Ramadan. Now, it was actually her sister, Lake, but Mariah, you had the bitch around. You had your mama there. I get you was doing something with your family, but y'all did not have to bring up Quad and how she's a hoe and this, that, and the third. And Mariah did shut that down. But at the same time, you were still being shady like, when Ramadan is over, you could continue and you could say what you want to say then. Like, you didn't have to say all of that. I think Mariah gets a kick out of her family talking bad about Quad. I just think that's what it is. And Andy called her ass out on that. And as usual, Mariah tried to play victim and bitch, I'm not here for it. Okay. Then she got her lying ass on her show on YouTube because she got her own little YouTube channel. She goes say, I don't like that people was coming at me about my sobriety. Your sobriety? So you admitting that you did do drugs, bitch? Sobriety is for people that's trying to stay sober. So, do tell, honey, okay? Because I think you done told on yourself, okay? So if you ain't ever did drugs, to me, you never really had to do the drug test. But to me, when you did that drug test, it was an admission of guilt because you was just so shook up about that. And even when Quad had mentioned, I could take a lie detector test and your ass was mum's the word. You got quiet and, okay, Quad, okay. And okay, like she don't want to really push Miss Quad. You better leave Quad alone, okay? Okay, so Andy pretty much gets to talking with Contessa about, there are a lot of really great schools in Atlanta, and why didn't you choose that over the whole, Nashville school? And she was like, well, they had a better program, and the program in Nashville was very specific. So I could kind of understand that, but Contessa, all I can do is go off of your POB, your pattern of behavior. And long story short, I think you kind of make up excuses to get away from them damn kids is what it sounds like. And you guys, we have to remember kids are innocent. They didn't ask to be here. So do not continue to have more than one, more than two, more than three. And your ass ain't gonna be around and you got all these ambitions that you are trying to fulfill. And that is the person that Contessa is. Should she apologize for that? No, but I don't think that they should have had so many children. Maybe one child or maybe two, but to have that third one and, you can't do that. You have to take motherhood seriously. And I really do question Contessa's background with I think her mother was sick all the time and the father was out on drugs and he was always away. Like, I think her home life was so disrupted and she wanted to be a better provider financially as a mom, when it became her turn to be a mom. But I think that she's missing that emotional foundation of, being there in the home with the children. That's what they need. Can you work and have other ambitions? Yes, there's a way to do things. And you get a nanny, pay the nanny, and you work that out. But all of this, I got to go to school all the way over here. And then next year, Contessa, I don't want to hear about some other what did Scott call it, honey? He was shady. Harebrained scheme you got. Don't nobody want to put up with that. I think Scott got a lot of flack for that with all this moving. And, Contessa kind of turned it into, well, when a man wants to do something, everybody supports him. And then when a woman wants to do something, no, Contessa, you keep changing your damn mind at the drop of a damn hat. And you think everybody just needs to roll with that. That's not cool. All this moving around, all this switching up careers and every other year. And find out what the hell you're trying to do. Organize it. Make sure it's fair for the family. And especially your kids, talk with your husband about it. And let's move on. It's really not that deep. Toya wanting to have a threesome with Alicia Keys. There is nothing... I am not gay at all, you guys. Y'all know I'm strictly dickly. I love men. Hell, I think I love men a little bit more than women, so I really can't be gay. Okay, but if I'm having a threesome and I gotta choose a woman, Alicia Keys does not pop up in my mind. She walking around looking homeless without that makeup and shit. And, she looked pretty and shit when she first came out, I don't know, you guys, them first 5-6 years. And then once we began doing this no makeup, and then you got all this weird ass shit she's doing with Swiss's baby mamas. I like her talent, don't get me wrong, but there's just nothing sexual about her. If I'm gonna have a threesome with somebody, it's gonna be Beyonce, Lauren London, okay? Gabrielle Union, those type of girls, honey. Okay, Melinda Williams from Soul Food. How many of y'all familiar with Miss Melinda Williams? She's one of my favorite actresses. I love her. I think she's so beautiful. But Alicia Keys, I don't know. I think Alicia Keys, I'm thinking a piano and, we may make some s'mores and listen to her music by the fireplace. I just don't. But we're talking about Tacky Toya and, the shit she be thinking about. Eugene is just like... Let me say something really quick about Toya and Eugene's marriage. I am not trying to speak negatively on anybody's marriage. I am not. And I hope that this does not happen. But for some reason, I see some type of cheating in the future with Toya and Eugene. And I feel like it would be Toya more or less. And this is why I'm going to say that. Because I feel like when Toya talks about sex... She talks about it, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but through the years, she's talked about it in a way of Eugene doesn't please her. Well, I just want you to, spank me, and then I just want to, ride your face. And she has said little slick shit like that, which is fine, but to me, it just kind of comes off like you're not getting taken care of at home. And you may be looking at somebody else. Remember the shit she did with Curtis, getting on his lap. Yes, Curtis kind of pulled her, but bitch, your big ass was on his lap. You ain't get up quick enough. And that's how I look at that. But it's something with their marriage. I'm not buying the whole, I think that they make a beautiful couple. I think that they are one of the best couples on here that's married. I do. I do like Toya and Eugene and, their whole little relationship. They can be entertaining. But there's something with them, in my opinion, you guys, more than the other couples that's a little, off sexually. So, I don't know. So, let's talk about Daddy Damon being at the strip club, okay? I don't know why I get this feeling, but I feel like people want to, I don't want to say break up Heavenly and Damon's marriage, but they feel as if it's too perfect. And I don't feel that that's where Heavenly is coming from. I just think that in her marriage, she really holds her husband in high regard and he does her as well. And that's how it should be. And I feel like people may be jealous of that or, oh, well, y'all act like y'all got the perfect marriage. But yeah, we had Damon at the strip club and some girl was all over him. They really wanted to use that whole storyline to kind of get these two at odds. And, I get it, but it's unnecessary. The shit didn't work. They ended up having a minor little argument and they worked it out. It was very much so telling that it was a setup because the girl only was asking Damon for sex. I didn't really see her or anybody else on anybody else like they was on Damon. And even Damon felt like, oh, you know, I'm being targeted, you know, they only got this girl coming at me. So I just felt like that was petty boots, honey, but it didn't work. Andy asked Toya, you know, about her relationship with Simone, because I guess Simone is her gynecologist now, and she used to go to Jackie, and what's the difference between both of them? I would probably rather go with Dr. Jackie. I just feel like Jackie is more serious, and I've seen Simone is really good, you know, in her profession as well, but I'm just going off personalities, honey. I would trust Jackie a little bit more, okay? That was funny when Toya said that at Jackie's practice, honey, they ask for the money up front, okay? Jackie need her coin the day that she sees you, honey. So they get to talking about birth control and Heavenly's daughter, Alora. And, you know, Heavenly is just like, my daughter better not be doing nothing at 14. And, you know, I'm with Heavenly on that. And then Simone is just like, yeah, but you could have them come to the gynecologist and we can kind of scare them and, you know, just letting them know to save themselves, you know, for marriage or when it's that special time, you know, don't give the cookie away. And Toya go chime in, I was on birth control at 14, girl, just like Heavenly said, that's you, okay? You are a special case. That does not mean that Alora is out here having sex. She got a completely different set of parents than you, okay? Andy talked to Simone about how she talks to her boys about sex, and Simone actually said that Cecil, honey, don't be wanting to talk to them. He's a bit shy about sex. How is that possible? Come on, Cecil. You doing all this gaslighting on Twitter and you can't talk to your boys about sex? Make it make sense. Okay, so we saw some of the Married to Medicine LA trailer, and it looks pretty good, and I think Toya is going to be going out there this time, so that's going to be interesting. So Andy pretty much asked the ladies, you know, how are they feeling about the group? He asked Quad. Quad says, you know, I would like to mend some friendships, and, you know, I don't want to lose anybody, but, you know, I'm hopeful for the future. And Quad. Let me say something, though. Quad, you have to learn to let things go. I think that Quad does hold on to, you know, she holds sometimes, it seems like, too many grudges. If she stays mad at Mariah, I'm cool with that because Mariah has crossed the line with her. I kind of get that. But everybody else, forgive them. Move the hell on. Don't be bringing up that damn crap boy Quad no more. I don't want to hear no more about it, okay? But for the most part, you guys, I like Quad. And, you know, she could be fun until she started doing all that victim shit. I'm not here for that. Simone says she's hopeful about the future, you know, with the ladies. Simone just needs to learn to check herself, you know, and that's period. So Andy pretty much checks in with Jackie and asks her how does she feel about the group and moving forward. He said that your energy seems a lot lighter. Hell yeah, it does, because y'all was dragging Jackie all on social media because of how another bitch feels, you know. And Jackie had already apologized to her. And no matter what it is, you guys, in life, if you have to keep apologizing to people and keep apologizing, keep propping them up and keep doing this, that, and the third, it doesn't matter if it's Jackie or the man down the street or the man next door. People get sick of that shit. So that's what you saw with Jackie. I don't think at all that Jackie is a malicious person. I don't think she's a nasty person. Nobody will ever be able to changed my mind on how I view Jackie, because I judged Jackie on her behavior. Behavior reflects intentions. Did she make a mistake in a Buffy situation? Absolutely. But for that to carry on and people dragging this lady online, I told y'all she ain't no damn good and she needed to learn her lesson. She needed, like, y'all could not fucking wait to nail this woman to the cross. And it was just absolutely ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And she acted the way that she did on that show, and the way that she did, like, I think the first time she may have apologized and she kind of was like, you know what, I think I may not want to be bothered with Buffy. I think she ended up telling her that to her face. And it was very fair, because when I heard the backstory on it, Jackie had already apologized. And once again, they kept making her redo it. So I was Team Jackie. I was all for her being aggravated and letting Buffy know, look, bitch, I apologize and we ain't got to be friends, okay? But she got on here. She gave y'all what y'all wanted, okay? Because y'all said she's such a bad human being for saying the lady is infertile, saying something that's true, you know? So it was, you know, wrong how it was said, you know, at that event, but she didn't mean that lady no harm. And that lady had already told her and other people in the group that she was infertile. So you feel that damn bad about something, keep it to yourself. That's just how I feel about that. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about the Married to Medicine reunion part 3. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.